Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So recently I traveled to Hong Kong on business class for the first time, and I wanted to share with you what my experience was, how much it costed, and was it really worth it. So I flew from Sydney to Melbourne to Hong Kong. So for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to focus on the 9.5-hour Qantas flight from Melbourne to Hong Kong. So as a business class passenger, I had access to priority boarding and check-in, which was amazing. You know why? Because at check-in, I didn't have to stay in the queue. I can walk straight up to the counter and it was hassle-free. And even when boarding, again, I didn't have to stay in the queue. As soon as the boarding started, I was able to get on the flight. Even if you get to the airport early, you have access to the business class lounge. My flight was an early morning flight, so they were serving the breakfast buffet. There was a range of cereals, hot breakfast, cold breakfast. There was a barista for you to get a coffee, which I did. You also have access to unlimited alcohol, which means you can get yourself a wine, relax, and wait till you board. Let's talk about the flight. So when I got there, what I was very excited for is the leg space. So I am a very small person, so that seat was big enough for me and I had ample leg space. There were also amenities there for you. So favorite thing was moisturizer, because I didn't have any moisturizer and my hands and my face get so dry during the flight. So this was great, and I think I finished the entire bottle before I got off the flight. They also give you the famous Qantas pajamas. I didn't change over, but I do use them at home. They're so comfortable. I did notice that the seats or the plane was a little dated. For instance, the plugs, they were not charging my laptop. But to be fair, I do have a power-hungry gaming laptop. Might be just my laptop, might not even work in other flights as well. But still, it would have been nice if I was able to charge my laptop. The crew calls you by your name, so they called me Miss De Silva. And it made me feel so important. I know it's such a small thing, but it made me feel really important. Now let's talk about the best part, which is the food. So when we got onto the plane, before it took off, they gave some salted nuts and some bubbles. So we were chilling while we were waiting for the flight to take off. First meal service was a 3-course meal. They gave us a menu so we can pick what we want, and they serve you the 3 courses separately. So for the appetizers, they gave a beautiful fresh salad and it was really nice. The vinaigrette was so good. They also accompanied that with a pumpkin and ginger soup, which is also really sweet and creamy and delicious. Then they also gave some bread, which was a little dry, but I think the other 2 items kind of lifted up the appetizers, and it was actually my favorite course out of the 3. The mains, I picked the fish, which wasn't my favorite. I think it was an average. Once we finished the mains, I was really full, but they started serving dessert and I was like, I'm not saying no to that. I opted for the ice cream sandwich. It was as big as my face, but it was so good. I couldn't finish the entire thing, but I'm still glad I tried it. Also, during the flight, you can ask for unlimited coffee, drinks, snacks. But to be honest, I was really full from the meal, so I never got a chance to ask for any of it. But it's nice to know that you have the option too. Second meal service was served 1 hour before, or 1.5 hours before our landing. And this was actually my favorite out of the 2. They served the shrimp fried rice and it was really nice. It was like one of the nicest meals I've had on a plane. It was so simple, but it was delicious, so flavorful. And for the beverage, I chose a milk tea, and the air hostess was kind enough to make me one, and it was so good. Like, it was the perfect ratio of milk to tea, and it was really nice to have that just before we landed, so it was really comforting. All in all, the meal service was really good. I don't think I've ever got off a flight feeling that full, and so I was a happy camper. Also, because there was a lot of space, I was able to get some work done as well. I managed to do 1.5 hours of editing, which means I edited 2 videos. I was able to put them out while I was on holiday. I was sipping on a margarita, editing. Life was good. Once all that was done, I was ready to sleep. The seats reclined flat, so I made my bed. They gave us a seat cover, a pillow, and a blanket. As soon as I closed my eyes, I fell asleep, and I woke up, I think, 5.5 hours later, and I was completely recharged. Like, I have never felt so fresh getting off a flight. I'm usually cranky, but this time I was completely recharged. All in all, the experience was really great. I have nothing but great things to say. Now comes to the part that you've been waiting for. How much did this all cost, and was it really worth it? So this whole journey costed me 470 Australian dollars and 80,000 Qantas points. When you're a Qantas frequent flyer member, you can use Qantas points to pay for your flights. The trick is you use your points to buy flights when they are listed under Classic Rewards. That is the best value for money that you could get when using Qantas points. The best way to accrue Qantas points is through credit cards. Currently, the ANZ Frequent Flyer Black Credit Card gives the best bonus points, and they also give 1 Qantas points to $1 spent. If you are in Australia, you can also get the Woolworths Rewards card, and you can convert all your rewards into Qantas points rather than getting the $10 benefit. I would also recommend you joining Facebook groups where they talk about how to rocket up your Qantas points through different promotions that's happening, and also they let you know when Classic Reward flights are being listed, because those flights sell out fast, so you need to get them quickly. So those groups will really help you to stay on top of it and keep track of everything that's happening with regards to Qantas points. I will also link everything down in the description, so please go have a look if you are interested. Also, if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will try to get back to you. All in all, it was a great experience and it was money well spent. I mean, imagine I only spent $470 for a flight from Sydney to Melbourne to Hong Kong, which is 12 hours of flying in business class, which otherwise would have costed me over $2,000. So I don't know, if this is not money well spent, I don't know what is. If you have access to the Qantas Frequent Flyer member program, please take advantage of that. I'll leave more details and some links in the description so you can have a look at it when you have some time and book your next flight in business class. If you found this video useful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye.